Hi, and welcome to Goddess 1207. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Linda, and today we're going to do a totally unscientific analysis of all of the foundations that I own at this time. I'm somewhat sad to tell you that I own 19 different foundations. That is ridiculous. But today we're going to see if we can find the perfect one for me so that I can ditch at least 2 or 3 of the others. And here are the subjects of our analysis today. By Kjer Weis, a cream foundation. This is a refill because I was too cheap to buy the container. It is an all-natural makeup brand, and this is shade M287. Chanel Double Perfection Lumiere in Beige Rose, number 22. MAC Skin Finish Natural in Medium. La Mercier's 04 Smooth Finish Foundation Powder. Bobbi Brown Warm Ivory Moisturizing Cream Compact Foundation. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Finish, and this one is in 3. Perricone MD No Foundation Foundation in Fair Light. And isn't that clever of him to put an expiration date on this? Note to all makeup manufacturers, put a date on it and we'll all buy stuff quicker. Next, another Chanel product, Vita Lumiere Aqua. This is in Beige Rose, number 22. This looks like it's a SkinCeuticals, but it's not. It is the Edward Bess foundation that I depotted into this for convenience, but it's, well, more about Mr. Bess later. Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation, again Warm Ivory. It's a new player in our little game. Bare Minerals Liquid. This is obviously the very lightest one. SPF 20 in Bare Porcelain. Also another new game player. Another Bobbi Brown product. This one is again in Warm Ivory, and this is the Repair Foundation, SPF 25. And moving on to the back row. It Cosmetics CC Cream. This one is in Fair. I have a backup tube of this. This is the CoverFX Foundation P20. I actually bought this online from Beautylish. By answering questions, they picked out the color for me and they did a very good job. Here's the Sayuki Custom Foundation. This is in the shade Goddess 1207. Ellis Faas Liquid. I also have it in the pen form, but I tend to like it in the liquid better. This is S101L. This little NARS boy is probably not supposed to be in this group because it is just a tinted moisturizer, but it's brand new. I thought I'd put it in here too. And this is in Finland. MAC Face and Body in 1. And our last contestant is TIlbury Light Wonder, and this one is in number 1, Fair. So that concludes our contestants in today's highly unscientific challenge. As you can very plainly see, I just have on lips and eyes at the moment, and since I had really crappy hair today, I thought this would be a great day to try this little experiment. So, with my trusty headband in place, let's see what these guys look like on. Okay, our first contestant is the Kjer Weis, an all-natural product. Usually it comes in a nice fancy compact, but I was too cheap to buy it. So I find that you have to warm it up a little bit. All right, let's find a place to put it. Well, let's start. Okay, next up is the Chanel. This too I find a little bit hard to get on, so that's going to be Chanel. Can you see that? Next is the MAC Mineralized, which I find very difficult to open. And I have a little Jane Iredale brush. Apparently sometime in the past I was high on Jane. So let's put that here. Okay. Next, Mercier cream. Oh no, it's actually a powder. Okay. Let's try it here. That's Mercier. Bobbi Brown cream. Warm ivory. What finger have I not used? Let's try this one. Armani is next. Now we're going to use a sponge. A little goop. And let's try right here. There's Armani. The Perricone MD. The Unfoundation Foundation. I've only used it 2 times, but it is kind of unfoundation foundation. I'll put it over here. Can you see that? Kind of goes away. Okay, next up is the Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua. We'll shake it up. I know I'm the few people in the world who just doesn't go for this stuff, but I really don't. Of course, that doesn't stop me from owning it, does it? Okay, let's find a place for the Chanel. We'll put it up here. Can you see that? Okay. After the Chanel, we have Bobbi Brown stick. As my girl Linda at Demon said, you can travel with this because they won't take away your stick. Oh, well, that's very true. So let's do some Bobbi Brown stick. Right. What do you think? No smell. I like it. Next is the Bare Minerals. I have to say that I kind of like this. It has sort of an odd finish in my opinion. And you can't squeeze the bottle. It has to drip. Maybe I was supposed to go to class to learn how to use this stuff. I don't know, but maybe I'm doing it all wrong. Okay, so let's do them right here. There's the Bare Minerals. And the last contestant on the middle row was the Bobbi Brown Cream Warm Ivory. I like creams, but there's just some kind of smell in the Bobbi Brown creams that just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of really cheap spa. very creamy. Warm ivory. Let's put her right here. Much thicker. Probably better in the winter time or something. Okay, now let's try the third row of contestants. And here's my Edward Bess that I depotted into the SkinCeuticals. It's very creamy, but it's almost like frothy whipped cream, kind of frothier than whipped cream. And when I played with it, I really felt that it just made my pores look bigger than they already are. So let's put that right here. Whoops. That's a whole lot of it. Doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Look, I'm contouring. I sure hope the UPS man doesn't come right now. Next up is the CC Cream. I really like this stuff. I even have a backup. But I just had this thing about snail goo. I don't know, and somewhere on the internet I read that said snail goo doesn't do anything for your skin, so don't believe anything that it says. But then again, you shouldn't believe anything that you read on the internet anyway, so there you go. All right, so let's find a place for the IT Cosmetics. We'll put it right here. Here's the IT. Believe it or not, when it's blended in, it looks pretty good. And next to the IT is the CoverFX. I like this too, but it tubes out, and I don't think it has any snails in it or any other crustaceans or rodents or anything. But let's try it right here. Okay, next up is my absolutely supposedly matching my skin tone Sayuki. I like this stuff, but because it does look just like your skin, I don't think I've used it in a while. Let's get that clump off there. It's good. I like it. We'll put that right there. That pretty much matches, doesn't it? And up next is the Ellis Faas. I do have this in the tube, the bullet applicator. I didn't find it easy to maneuver. It seemed to be kind of thick in that way. So I was very happy to see that they came out in a liquid format. And I use it occasionally. Okay, how about right here? There's the Ellis Faas. Which one is it? This one? Okay. Our ringer is my brand new NARS tinted moisturizer. And that's exactly what it is. It's just a tinted moisturizer. We'll just go right here for him. That does look like a lot of color. Okay, two more. Next is the MAC Face and Body. This was the first foundation that I purchased when I veered away from the Bobbi Brown counter a few years ago. And I wore it for a while. In fact, this is about half gone, which is pretty good. And so here is the MAC Face and Body, and let's put it over here. Well, it's really on there, but I sure can't see it. Okay, and our last one is the famous Charlotte Tilbury. And I'll put her up here. Okay. So do you have a favorite? I promise that when they're blended in, they look pretty good. Or at least I thought they looked pretty good, but now I'm beginning to wonder. And I have to say that I've had them on now for about 15, 20 minutes, and they actually feel different. Something over here is feeling really weird. I'm going to have to go back and remind myself what it is. If you remember, it's this one, something right here. This one feels really odd. And there's something over here too. It's funny how that they don't rest nicely on the skin, all of them. Some of them do very nicely. I don't feel anything on my forehead at all, but anyway, these are my contestants for my unscientific study. You think I should just blend them all together now and see what comes out? No. I think I need to go wash them all off and start again. And perhaps this will help me eliminate some, because I don't think I need 19. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.